Hello everybody, Michael here for Tactica Imperialis. Welcome to today's video. Today is an Age of Sigmar battle report. If you want to check out where we're playing, there will be a link in the description. So today we're going to be using a point system. I'll put the link to that in the description as well. And we're playing 1525 points of Dark Elves versus Khorne, which means Kieran's playing. So,
that's probably why we've got like a strange number of points as well.
yeah, basically Kieran's army is so well built that it cannot go below 1525.
Well, it could. I could take all the chariots as what they're not quite, but that would just get confusing. That would probably drop me to like 1504 points.
Yeah, so I've got 1524, Kieran's got 1525. I'll go over my army first. I have 5 Dark Riders with a Herald. I have 13 Dark Shards with full command. I had to work it out because the point system is so random that you pay for the Guard Master with more points. It's like 2 extra points, so you do have to take that into account. I have my full block of Executioners, full command, 2 Banners, 2 Musicians, and a Drake Master. I have a Master with Battle Standard. I have a Reaper Bolt Thrower, my Sorceress, Hellebron on Cauldron of Blood, 5 Core 1 Knights, and a Cold 1 Sorceress. I don't think I've missed anything. I've castled up pretty well. So what we've done for terrain is we've ignored the houses. They just block movement, they block line of sight, but they don't have any extra rules.
It's because like half of the rules you get for them involve you being in it, or
basically.
It just confusing.
So what we've done is we've rolled for everything else. This is a sinister terrain piece. So everything in here makes everything that's within 3 inches of them -1 bravery, which is pretty nice. And these 2 buildings on the outside are arcane, which if my wizards were there would give me +1 to cast.
We've got 2 deadly pieces of terrain.
1 and 2.
One, and then that is...
1 is the sacrificial one.
Yeah.
So you can sacrifice something, which you never will.
Well, no, I can take D3 mortal wounds to give myself +1 to hit, which is really good.
Yeah, it's not sacrifice. Yeah, for me that's kill D3 guys.
For me that's potentially nothing.
Yeah, so let's go through your army, if that's alright.
So I've brought a formation, which are the 3 units of Skull Crushers and the Khorne Lord on Juggernaut.
Yep.
Brass Stampede, I think is what it's called.
Sounds about right.
It gives them all, rather than on a 4+ to do the mortal wounds on the charge, they deal D3 mortal wounds on the charge automatically.
That is per unit, not per model. I've already had my fit about that.
And then they get +3 to their charge once a unit has been wiped out.
Which basically means that in their second round of charging.
Yeah. We've got a unit of 3 Gorbeast Chariots, all with the Great Axes.
Okay.
I am missing 2 Charioteers because I left them at home.
Dope.
Like an idiot. And then we've got a War Shrine. And then both these units are Mortal Khorne. So they've got Mark of Khorne.
I just want to show you this because this never even came up. I just want to show you this now because
it still needs finishing. He's got his horns to do.
It's very pretty. It's very, very pretty. So yeah, that is that. So Kieran, because you deploy a formation as a formation in one go, he finished deploying way before I did.
I think I would have anyway.
Yeah, I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plays 1, 2.
We've got 4 characters, so...
I nearly almost forgot.
Shadowblade.
Shadowblade is in the Wraith Glow, he's in my pocket, he will come out when I tell him to. I thought I was missing something, now I know what.
Yeah, so I've got 5 characters, so I've got...
But Shadowblade wasn't deployed, so...
Yeah.
So anyway, Kieran is going to be taking first turn, and we will come back at the end of...
I don't think I am going to be taking first turn.
You're not going to be taking first turn, I don't blame you. I don't actually blame you. So I will be taking first turn, and we'll come back at the end of Dark Elves, turn 1. End of Dark Elves, turn 1, I'm an idiot. So, I put Mystic Shield and attack twice on the Executioners. I put Mystic Shield and +1 to wound on the Core 1 Knights and then move them over here. The Sorceress is now a bit nearest this arcane thing, which is +1 to cast, I think. And that way, and she is screened off by the Knights. In shooting, I took 2 wounds off that Juggernaut because I rolled appallingly. And I took 2 wounds off one of those Juggernauts with my Dark Riders. Unfortunately, these guys are not in range. I thought I had the front rank in range. I measured again. I didn't. So I've moved them forward, thinking I get some shots off, and now he's got a 10-inch charge and the potential for a double turn on me, which is great. So, yeah, I'm in a bit of a position. So, we're going to come back at the end of Khorne, turn 1. End of Khorne, turn 1. 3 Dark Riders are dead, and a wound has been done to the Juggernaut. I did lose a guy to battle shot despite needing a 6. Great. Mercifully, this charge failed.
Not really surprising.
Not really surprising, but mercifully.
Yeah.
The War Shrines come around here. These 2 units are bunched up, making it impossible to charge them without dying.
You can charge them there. You'll be alright.
And this guy has come out of his woods because he doesn't need to be, just to make sure his command abilities are a little better. These guys are also immune to battle shock as a precaution. That's it. So
that is it.
So we roll for turn. And I lose.
I will take the turn.
Game over. Game immediately over. Mercifully, all the buffs that I had on stay on.
Yeah.
So, charging executions is still a disaster.
Alright, okay. We might be okay.
We're still going to get absolutely murderized here, but, well, we'll see. We'll come back at the end of Khorne turn 2. Is anybody surprised? End of Khorne turn 2. Dark Rider's dead, but I did take that Juggernaut out with me, which is kind of nice, although their bravery is now insane, so it's pointless.
Also, because a squad has been wiped out, my guys from the formation get +3 to their charges now.
So you're never failing a charge again.
Hopefully not failing a charge again.
The Gorbis, unsurprisingly, their charge took all the Dark Shards, and put a wound on. I put Shadowblade out just to try and stall, because his piling won't get him close enough.
Well, it didn't, because the
shots
are in the
your
way.
next piling won't get you close enough. I took 3 wounds off that chariot at the cost of a wound of my own, and the Gorbis are now held in place, hopefully. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to come back at the end of Dark Elf, turn 2. End of Dark Elves, turn 2. That was tasty. So I screwed up epically. I charged the Cauldron to the Gorbis thinking it would do something. It did nothing, and took 11 wounds in return. So it's down to 2. Honestly, I overrate Cauldron's actual hitting power. They're dire at it. Shadowblade also did no damage as well, but he didn't take any wounds. Over here, the Executioners charged 1 block of Juggernauts who were at -1 to hit because of Word of Pain from her, and wiped them out over 2 rounds of smacking.
I made so many Favour of the Dark God saves, it was unreal.
Yeah, you would have actually lost at least 4.
I think I could have lost that unit twice over.
Yeah. Over here, my core ones charged in with Mystic Shield and +1 to wound. They killed 1 guy and took no damage in return. But then they take a battle shot test because their bravery is 7. Neither do I. So this is kind of important because... Oh, I also took 4 wounds off the War Shrine on my Bolt Thrower. Right, so this is why this is important. If I get next turn, I get his General and his War Shrine.
Unless you fail a 3-inch charge.
But I've got 2 munitions. I will probably win the game from there.
Yes. Equally,
Except, this is still a problem. If you get it, well...
I get to charge there. I get to pick that guy to go first, hopefully buff him.
And throw him in, and you get my General. Because the main thing that's going to win me is if I can get that double attack buff.
Yeah.
That's it. So, it's interesting.
To say the least.
So, we've got to roll off.
Yep.
Here we go. I get a 4.
Yeah, okay, you're going first.
I've got it. Okay. Right, we'll come back at the end of Dark Elves turn 3 and we'll see where we're at.
Let's attack first.
End of Dark Elves turn 3. Oh my god. Cauldron's dead. Nobody surprised there. But I did kill one of those on the way down. I'm not quite sure how I did it. I think my Bolt Thrower did it. Yeah, my Bolt Thrower caused 6 wounds and went on an absolute rampage. Shadowblade caused a wound as well and took 2 as well, meaning he didn't explode. Over here, the Cold One's being invincible as ever.
It's getting whittled down slowly.
Thanks to Mystic Shield, they took 2 wounds off this guy and didn't die.
Yeah.
This, oh dear god. So my Executioners charged in, hit the Lord and the War Shrine. The War Shrine proceeded to save 3 of the 4 mortal wounds I was going to do. Oh, the 8.
Yeah, 6 out of 8 mortal wounds were saved.
Saved, which is ridiculous. And he saved another 2 on him, meaning that he's down to 6. And the War Shrine is dead thanks to my second round of attacks. But the Lord killed 6 on the way as well. Mercifully, I rolled perfect Battle Shock.
Yeah, so you were fine.
So I was absolutely fine, which is good. But I've lost my attack twice from next round. I've still got it for now.
Yeah.
I've lost my ability to give up +1 to wound. And I've lost Blood Shield, not that that was doing anything for me.
Apart from keeping your Cauldron alive.
The main thing, though, is that Shadowblade is still alive and locking these guys down, which is protecting my
Blood
Bolt
Shield
Thrower.
made sure he was still alive, to be fair. So it did a little bit.
Blood Shield did a tiny thing. So yeah, we're going to come back at the end of Khorne turn 3. End of Khorne turn 3. Lord's dead. Convincingly.
Yes.
He took 2
He
executions on the way down,
attacks.
but that's just a roll well for my saves. The Knights actually caused a wound. Yes, the Immortal Core 1 Knights took a wound. But I caused 2 in return, killing that guy. Can't run away for Battle Shot because bravery 7. Shadowblade took a wound, in return caused 1 wound as well. And these guys have moved up, they've run along there. So, roll for turn. For turn 4.
I don't think I want this turn.
Well, it's not your choice.
I don't think you can... Do you want me to check if you can choose or not? Because I think you just take the...
No, you've given me turn before.
Alright, okay, yes.
You've given me turn several times before. So, I don't know. If you go... What's this? Alright, cheers. So what's that? To get up there, it's an 8, and then... But that gets my Bolt Thrower and my Mass.
I give him +4 to the charge range.
Oh, they got
Things
+4.
have died.
Yeah, true. I thought that was while the Lord was alive, though.
No, it's just the formation.
So basically, Yeah, it's a 4.
4-inch charge.
So, yeah, I think I kind of need to go.
Alright.
Just to try and get away and do some stuff. So, I'm going to be taking this... Oops, sorry guys. So, I'm going to be taking this turn. I don't know if that's the best thing to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. And we'll come back at the end of Dark Elves, turn 4.
We'll check before we record.
End of Dark Elves, turn 4. So, Shadowblade died, but that exploded as well, because the Bolt Thrower took 3 off, and then Shadowblade exploded, killing that, which is great. The Heart of Woe did good work for me there. Over here, the Executioners charged the Juggernauts, and, well, went ham. Killed that guy, put him down to 4, and then the core ones took 3 off. Don't ask me how they managed that.
What's the percentage of your army lost?
Oh, it's percentages. Oh, right. I'm at the wrong setting then. Anyway.
So it's pretty close.
So yeah, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you've got a third of your army left alive. I've got 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 models left alive.
A third of yours left.
I'll have to do a check from what I had at the start of the game, but yeah, it's roughly a third each, but I'm about to lose the block here, so... Anyway, it's Kieran's turn next, so we're going to come back at the end of Khorne, turn 4.
I'll be alright.
End of Khorne, turn 4. The Master of Battle Standard is tanking like a champ. He's on 2 wounds, and the Sorceress, because of a power-sliding Gorbeast chariot, is dead. That guy is dead, but he did take 2 Executors with him. They passed the Battle Shot test. Actually, they were bravery 6 after the penalty, so they were fine anyway. So, we're going into turn 5. Let's see who gets it. I get it. Which is good. So, that's gone. That chariot's on 4 wounds, and that's on 4 wounds. Right, so we're going to come back at the end of Dark Elves, turn 5. End of Dark Elf, turn 5. The Gore Beast is dead. 4 wounds from that, 4 wounds from them, job done. The Executioners are up here, shielded, they ran. The Khorne Sorceress come over a bit, and the Master with Battle Standard is dead. Unsurprisingly. So that's where we're at. We're going to come back at the end of... Actually, I'm just going to keep it rolling because your turn is going to be pitifully short.
Yep, I'm going to flee from combat. So I'm running as well as fleeing.
So that's like 11.
11 inches.
Okay. So you move a full move when you flee. I thought like
you move your full move, you just got to get out of 3 of everything.
Okay, that makes sense.
So they're all fleeing to over here.
Okay. And that's Khorne turn 5.
Yep.
So let's roll off for turn 6, see who gets
So
it.
I can charge back in now. Which I can.
Which you can.
I might do alright.
Okay, so my core ones are in cover, but he could get my bolt throw. We're going to come back at the end of Khorne turn 6. End of Khorne turn 6. 3 mortal wounds, 3 mortal wounds, 3 mortal wounds. That charge bonus is bollocks. Genuinely.
Yes.
He then also killed the bolt thrower with his remaining attack, and I just bounced, unsurprisingly. Because I've got like 3 knights left. They do need to take a battle shot test, and they're fine. That is a 3.
I thought it was a 6, I was like, oh no.
Okay, so we're going into Dark Elf turn 6, and I need to check my starting total, so I'm going to do that before I record the last segment of the video. So, we'll go back to the end of Dark Elves turn 6, and then we'll see how the game ends. End of Dark Elves turn 6. Everything charged, he died.
That's so loud.
And he died, and he took a wound. No, he didn't.
If he didn't die...
Oh, he did take a wound. He did take a wound. Coleman's also doing it as well. So, we did the math. I have 7 of 46 models remaining, which is about 15%. Kieran has 2 of 17, which is about 12%. If he was alive...
I'd have had something like...
3 out of 17 is a 6, which is 6th. It's just over a 6th.
Yeah.
So
I'd have been just
you'd have
over
won.
15%, yeah.
Oh...
So it was bloody close.
So it's bloody close.
If I'd have killed some engineers, executioners.
1 executioner would have been 6 left. It was really
If I'd
close.
have killed 2 executioners, it would have been a draw.
So yeah, there we go. It is a Dark Elf victory, but I've got to be honest, when this is everything that's left on the board,
You know you played Age of
you've A, played Age of Sigmar, and B, you've had an absolutely cracking game. Unit of the match, War Shrine. How many 6s did you roll? It was ridiculous.
Too many.
But I've got to award points to these guys for taking my Dark Riders. The Gore Beasts were excellent.
The goalies were good.
For me, well, the Knights tanked forever, and then basically the Knights do what they always do, which is tank, and the Executioners do what they always do, which is kill everything they see.
Not many left.
No, normally there's not many left, but what's left is enough.
Yeah.
So I think my army pretty much played the way I think that I've been talking about in An Aelfen Adventure. Always works the same way. Executors kill everything, and the Core 1 Knights do the rest.
Mine worked as it works.
Which is
charge, mulch, get stuck, lose.
Yeah, it was a really close game. And honestly, when you got double turn on 2, I thought I was dead.
Yeah, and then when you got that turn with the executioners coming in, I was like, well, there goes most of my command, and then one of them survived, only to die next turn.
Yeah, but
You
really,
took out a lot of executioners. You took out like 10.
you took 7.
Yeah, it's like 10.
6, sorry. But yeah, there we go. That's the end of today's video. I do hope you have enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like and comments down below. My name is Michael for Tactica Imperialis with Kieran, and we will see you all again. Bye for now.